Today I'll be giving you 10 tips that I feel are essential to growing your natural hair. I have been natural for almost 2 years now. Next week will make me 2 years natural. To this day, natural hair care has been an experience for me, but it's always a learning experience, so that is the #1 thing. You're learning throughout the process. These 10 tips I believe are essential to growing your natural hair. Personally, as I incorporated these 10 tips, which I'll mention later on in the video, I did see a drastic change in my overall health and length of my hair. So if you're interested in finding out what those 10 tips are, then please stay tuned. Deep conditioning once a week. I mentioned this tip first because this was the #1 thing that I changed in my natural hair routine that really made a difference in my hair growth. Let me tell you. When I first started deep conditioning, I didn't notice any few changes as yet, but from last year to this year, I've noticed a significant benefit in my hair. My hair is more moisturized and it's very, very healthy. I tend to deep condition my hair for 30 minutes under a hooded dryer. Or if I don't feel like going under the dryer, I do apply my deep condition treatment. I apply a plastic cap as well as a winter hat to maintain the heat in my hair and leave it on for about 30 to 45 minutes as well. Since adding in deep conditioning, my hair has thrived and it's always luscious and full of body. I definitely recommend that you put a deep conditioning treatment in your regimen. Start today. Keep your hair well moisturized. Natural hair can seem very, very drying. So it's always best to make sure that you keep your hair well moisturized. I personally use the lock method. I use it in the order LCO to keep my hair moisturized. So if you're interested in seeing how I do that, please look at the I button right here or down in the description box to see me demonstrating that. And the lock method has really made a difference in my hair, keeping it well moisturized and defined for longer periods of time. Trim your hair when necessary. Now, I know most naturals tend to have a rule of trimming your hair every 3 months, every 6 months. I personally trim my hair every 6 months. Or whenever I feel like it's due for a trim, like right about now, it's definitely due for a trim. The last time I trimmed my hair was back in March, so it's definitely around that time to go for a trim. Trimming is very essential to promote good hair growth because you'll be getting rid of split ends and damaged ends. Remember that the ends of your hair are the oldest hair, so you want to get rid of it and allow the new hair to grow and flourish. Pay attention to those ends. If you notice that your ends are really dry and they don't curl as they used to in uniform with the rest of your hair, then that means you're due for a trim. Make sure to avoid keeping your hair neglected at the ends. Try to keep it as moisturized as you can, whether it be every night after you moisturize and seal, you apply a little bit of extra oil to the ends and twirl it with your fingers and put it away. It's very important to keep the ends of your hair healthy. Wear protective styles. Now, I know one thing about protective styles you may be thinking. Protective styles would be wigs, Senegalese twists, box braids, Marley twists, the faux locks, which I'm dying to try out, crochet braids. All of those are good protective styles because you are able to put away your natural hair for some time, for up to 4 weeks or whatever you may choose, and have your hair, you know, get a break from the elements and, you know, have your hair well protected. You can also do protective styles with your own natural hair. You do not have to add extensions. You can do twist outs, braid outs, you can do mini twists and leave those in for about 4 to 6 weeks, and there you go. It's very, very important when wearing protective styles that you make sure that you keep your hair well moisturized. Make sure that you do utilize your moisturizing product as you like on your hair, as well as keep it well oiled. So make sure that you're able to find your roots and keep them healthy. And another tip with wearing protective styles is that you have to maintain your cleansing routine. Don't forget about your natural hair when wearing these protective styles. Don't do it. It will definitely make it a negative experience if you do so. Trust me, keep that hair moisturized. Stay away from heat. I know as a natural, or anybody in general, using heat has become something so cool. You want to have your length, and I know you're looking at me like, whoa, this is a lot of hair. And yes, I do get the urges to, you know, check out my hair length, but then I have to tell myself that, you know what, heat can only cause more damage than good. So in my opinion, it is really important to stay away from heat as much as you can. Start it off as a gradual thing, maybe every other week, 4 weeks, then every 6 months, until you can handle this routine. So I will definitely say from experience that when I was transitioning my hair, I did stay away from heat, and I started off really big. I started off every 6 months, and I did see a huge difference in my hair. My hair was very, very full and thick and healthy. So the key is to use heat in moderation, guys, in moderation, okay? Don't overuse shampoos. Now, most of our shampoos on the market do contain sulfates and other ingredients that are used to really give you a deep cleanse in your hair. While doing so, it does also cause our hair, our natural hair, to be very, very drying. So to avoid that, I would say use a shampoo of choice that is well moisturizing to your hair without stripping it. And to help with that, you can also use a co-wash. I personally use the As I Am Coconut Co-Wash, and I use that co-wash every time I would like to cleanse my hair, because I only shampoo my hair once a month. So when shampooing, definitely keep in mind that you want to shampoo your hair when you have a lot of product buildup, any dandruff, to get a deep cleaning. Use gentle hair tools. Use wide tooth combs, detangling brushes made specifically to detangle our natural hair, such as the Demon brush and the Felicia Leatherwood detangler brush, as well as a fine tooth comb to, you know, part your roots. And the #1 tool that you can use to help detangle your hair are your fingers. Yes, these tools are amazing. They work perfectly because you can feel as you're going through if you're pulling on a tangle, and you know to readjust your fingers and be gentle with it. So I would definitely recommend that you use your finger to detangle your hair. While finger detangling, I've noticed that I've lost less hair than as to when I'm using hair tools. So definitely try it out, as well as if you do try it out, try using it with a set of gloves and have your hair well dampened with water and conditioner and finger detangle. And another thing to add to that is to make sure that you use very loose hair ties. One of my favorite styles to wear, you know, on the go, that's quick and easy, is the high puff. And when I do that hairstyle, as well as any other hairstyle, you want to make sure that it's very secure but not too tight. You don't want to pull your hair so tight that your hairline is pulled back, causing tension, and then you're left with no edges. As well as you don't want to cause a tension headache. Trust me, guys, you will know once you do it how that feels. So definitely find something that is very loose yet secure, and you will be good. Now, as I mentioned previously, it's very important to make sure that your hair is well moisturized and do a deep conditioning treatment. But it's even more important to do monthly protein treatments, whether it's store-bought like the ORS mayonnaise or a DIY protein treatment. Make sure you utilize that treatment once a month, at least once a month. And it's very important to have a balance of the two. You don't want to have too much moisture and then too much protein. There must be an equal balance. Our hair is made out of, you know, natural protein, so it's very good to put back any protein that is lost back in by using the protein treatment. The protein treatment helps to rebuild our strands, so definitely try it. I'll guarantee that you'll see significant changes in your hair. Personally, when I use a protein treatment, my hair is more healthy looking and the curls are just popping, so definitely try that out. Okay? Now, my last tip is to incorporate a healthy diet. It's very important to understand that what you put inside your body will be shown in your outer appearance. Definitely important to incorporate a lot of water into your diet, which I always try to do. Stay off of the sodas and, you know, anything else that's too sugary. Head on over and drink some water. It'll do your hair good. And make sure that you eat a lot of foods with minerals and proteins. Alright guys, so those are my 10 tips for growing out your natural hair. I know that I have a long way to go in my natural hair journey, but thus far, being basically 2 years natural, I can say that these tips has helped me see a significant difference in my hair as well as the length and most importantly the health. So I do hope that these tips are helpful to you, and I hope that you can, you know, incorporate some of them in your natural hair routine, and I hope that it really works for you. So if you found this video helpful, please be sure to let me know down in the comments, as well as let me know if there are any tips that I did not mention that you utilize or you know of, and share, because sharing is caring, and you know this is a learning community, so share it down below if you'd like. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you'd like more videos like this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
You